Hey there, I'm Jess Nguyen, home cook and recipe creator, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my version of a simple pad thai as part of Medibank's Live Better at Home program. In terms of ingredients, you need a couple of things. So a mixture of proteins. I've got some diced chicken thigh, some fried tofu cut into chunks, prawns peeled, an egg, and then garlic chives, lime, chili, some roasted and chopped up peanuts. For the sauce, you need some palm sugar, tamarind paste, and some fish sauce. And then obviously with pad thai, you need pad thai noodles. So first things first, you need to cook these, but you don't actually need to cook them on a stovetop. You actually just need to boil some hot water and pour that over the noodles and just let that stand for about 5 minutes or so until they soften. And then from there, just drain them out and then they'll be ready to use in no time at all. And then just make sure that the shape is still retained and you don't get mushy, broken up pad thai by the end of it. Now next we need to make the sauce for the pad thai noodle dish, which consists of palm sugar, tamarind paste and fish sauce. I've got with me solid blocks of palm sugar. I've added a dash or about a tablespoon worth of water. I'm going to chuck that into the microwave for about 30 seconds or until it's fully dissolved. Just makes it easier to create a sauce really quickly. So we have our palm sugar that has just fully dissolved now from the microwave, and to that I'm just going to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons worth of tamarind paste, which adds a little bit of sourness and acidity to the sauce and really balances out the palm sugar. And then to that we're also going to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons worth of fish sauce, 2. And this is the salt. So this sauce is that perfect balance of sweet, sour, salty, and then we'll add some fresh chili as well to make it a bit spicy, but you can leave that out if you can't handle spice. Okay, we are going to mix that together until it's smooth and dissolved. Okay, we are ready to cook our pad thai. Grab yourself a large fry pan, deep set pan, turn on the heat, and we're gonna let this get super hot. We want the pan to be ripping hot, almost at smoke point, because the whole point of pad thai is cooking it over a really hot flame super quickly, and everything is thinly or cut really fine so that it can all cook really fast. It's pretty much 5 minutes in the pan from start to finish. So you want this guy to be super hot. The other thing we're going to do is we are going to be cooking the proteins, so the chicken and the prawns first. We want to cook them until they're just done at the start before we even cook the noodles, because otherwise you might end up with undercooked chicken, which is not great. So first and foremost, that's starting to get hot now. So I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons worth of vegetable oil. Just let that heat up in the pan, and then from there add your chicken, and we're just going to cook that until it goes translucent to opaque, which should take a few minutes. Now you can hear that getting really hot. From there I'm going to throw in my prawns. They don't take as long to cook, so towards the end. And you'll see the prawns go from a grey, white colour to red, orangey. And white. Okay, those are nearly cooked. So I am just going to pop them into a bowl. Okay. Keep the heat in your pan on high. Now, by this point, your pad thai noodles should have softened. So you'll see that now they should feel just before al dente when you go to cook pasta. So they're still a little bit firm, but they've definitely softened down. Just strain these over the sink so that we remove all the water and then come back. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is add a little bit more oil into the pan, and then we're ready to put it all together. Okay, so in goes your fried tofu first. I'm going to get these warm. Fried tofu is already cooked, so you don't have to cook them like you did with the chicken and the prawns. We're just going to heat these up. Okay, now the fun begins. We add in our pad thai noodles. Then straight in our sauce. Mix that around. Garlic chives. Mix that around. And I forgot bean sprouts. Give me 2 seconds. Bean sprouts. Mix that around. Add your prawns and chicken back in. Can you see that? Alright, now push everything to the side, one end of the pan, the heat on to the side that is clean, crack an egg, let that egg cook for 10 seconds and then we are going to scramble it. So we want to do it so that there's fine particles of egg all throughout the noodles, and then whoop, casualty, flip your pad thai noodles into the egg. And then we can pretty much turn off the heat because this is done. Now, you'll see that the egg is combined in with the noodles and dispersed all throughout. The noodles are nice and lush and brown. And from there, we are going to serve this into a plate. So, what? Okay, that's a bit messy. Pad thai noodles. Grab yourself a bit of the chicken, a bit of the tofu and the prawns. Very, very quick in the pan dish. incredible. Okay. That's my dog. Okay, cool. Now, to serve pad thai, you always have some roasted chopped peanuts that you can just either sprinkle on the top, or you can serve on the side in a little mound like so. Always key in a pad thai. And then the other thing is to serve with some fresh bean sprouts. So I'm just going to put mine just to the side here. Oh, that's fine. And then finally, you always have to serve with some fresh chili as well as fresh lime or lemon wedge. I've got a lime with me today. I'm going to add some red hot chilies onto my pad thai. Do not touch your eyeballs after handling chili. It's not going to end well. And then with your lime, just give it a roll on a bench top just to release as much of the juices as possible. And then grab your knife and cut off a cheek. So just go through. Perfect. Lime wedge in here. And that is it, guys. A super quick pad thai that you can whip up at home any night of the week. I use prawn, tofu and chicken, but you can obviously use any protein you like. Sprinkle on a little bit of lime juice, fresh bean sprouts, and your roasted peanuts, and that is dinner done. Thanks so much, guys, and I will see you next time.